Hello Yellow class, welcome to our 4th week of home learning. I'm just going to run through the things that I would like you to do on Monday, so make sure you're ready. Right, we've got our speed sounds to start our phonics today. It might be a good idea to pause the video, run through the sounds and then see if you can go through a couple of those on your own. We've got our tricky words, so we're starting this week with the word people. People, we sometimes remember it as P-opal. So P-E-O-P-L-E. The P's are low, the L is tall. Again, A-G-A-I-N, water. The A in water is making the O sound, but it is made by that letter A. W-A-T-E-R, water. Then we've got the word went. Now, went might not look like a tricky word, but often when we spell this word, we end up putting in one of those secret H's. It doesn't have one of those. Went is spelled W-E-N-T. There's no secret H in that one. Today we are revising the long A sound and we are looking at the A spelled with the A-I. That tends to come in the middle of words. Now just to remind you with Phonics Play, just loaded it up here today. Down the bottom here you have got the username and password if you want to access more of the games. If you go in resources, you have got the 3 games that they automatically give you access to. And I will tell you each day which phase it's in. So AI is a phase 3 sound. So when you're looking for it, you need to look in the phase 3 section. You have got some words on your sheet that's in your pack. Have a go at reading the words, have a go at spelling the words, and you might want to make your own games like a bingo or a pairs game. Have a go at those, but make sure the focus in year 2 tends to be on spelling and making sure we've got the right A when we're spelling the words. So today, that AI. Spelling Shed, you've got activities on there. You'll have activities for our phoneme of the week, which is the long A. You will have our tricky words on there, and you will also have some activities with the ER suffix, which we're looking at the end of the week. So those are all on Spelling Shed. Make sure you do some reading. You've got the E-platform, you've got Oxford Owls, hopefully you've got some books at home, so make sure you have a go at doing some reading. And then today our comprehension question is we are thinking about how does the writer describe? So think about something that's in the book that you read, how does the writer describe that? To start off today, have a go at practicing the 2 times tables. Recite them all the way through. You then might want to play a game with somebody, or you could roll the dice. If you get a 6, 6, 2 is a 12. Have a go, see if you're practicing those. And then today we're starting to think about division. Now, I haven't ever taught division to you. I know you've done little bits of it in year 1 with Miss Allinson, but I haven't actually taught you division. And division is another way of talking about sharing things out. So if I had a bag of sweets and I was going to give them to Isaac, if we were going to share them, I would have some and he would have some. So division, and division is shown by this symbol here. So it's a dot at the top, then it's a line, and then it's a dot at the bottom. So that little symbol there is the division sign, and it means sharing out. So I just gave you an example where I was sharing by 2. So I've got 2 groups and I would be sharing out. Okay, division is sharing, and it's a really important word that we need to remember, and that is the word equal. When we are sharing things out, we need to make sure we share them into an equal group. I can't have 6 sweets and Isaac have 2 sweets. I wouldn't have shared those out fairly. So we have to make sure we're sharing equally. And when we're doing our division, we always start here with our bigger number. We divide by a number, and then at the end, we would have how many are in each of those groups. Okay? We are carrying on with our bananas, apples and our strawberries, imagining that we're working in that fruit shop. What I've done for you this week, so that you can pick the calculations that you're working on, you've got some spinners in your pack, and I've put the number in the middle that they are for you to use. So this one here has got 2 written in the middle, and those are our numbers that we can divide by 2. We're not looking at doing any division where we've got any remainders, any left over. That's for later on in the year. So today we're dividing exact numbers by 2. Okay, so I've got an example written on here. I've got the number 14. Now, you might want to do this with practical objects. That doesn't mean you need to get yourself 14 bananas. That's an awful lot of bananas. But you could use Lego bricks, you could use pasta, you can use whatever you like as your 14. So you'd need to count out a set of 14. You're dividing by 2. So, on a piece of paper, you can draw 2 groups so that you can share your 14 things out. Now, again, you might want to do that practically. You might be able to do that just by drawing. So you could just draw and share out 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So I have shared out my 14 bananas. There are 2 groups, and in each of these I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I have got 7 bananas in each of those groups. Okay? So we are dividing by the number. Now today we're just going to divide by 2. Okay? If you need to do that by drawing, you can. Some of you may have started to see the relationship between multiplication, and as soon as you see that you might think, oh, wait a minute, I know that 7 2s are 14, so I know that 14 divided by 2 is 7. That will probably be a few of us. Most of us may need to calculate it and work it out. Whichever system you do is absolutely fine. As I say, you might want to do it practically with objects. You might want to do it by drawing. You could draw an array. We talked about those in multiplication. So again, you're doing 7 lots of, well, you've got 14 and you're splitting it into 2. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and then you would count up how many in each column. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay? Have a go at working out some of those divisions. Well done. Now, your literacy for today. Last week you were writing a report about Holbury. Today you're going to be writing a report about our school. Okay? So, Sam is looking for a new school. His mum and dad would like some information about our school. Use the headings on the plan to sort out information about Manor. So, what you're going to do today is I've already given you the structure of a report because I have given you in your pack a plan. So, I've given you a title. We've got introduction, classes, school grounds, other information, and a conclusion. So, have a little look through and think about things you know about our school. All classes, we know that there's a red class, a yellow class, and a blue class. School ground, we've got a wild area, haven't we? We've got a wild area, we've got a playground. All other information we might write in here, we've got an office, we've got a school hall. Oh, and in our school hall we do PE, and usually we'd eat our dinner in there, wouldn't we? We would eat in there, or we have collective worship in there. I've just used a little line to link those ideas because they're all linked together, they're all things about the hall. Introduction, we're an infant school. I know it says that in the title, but you might want to explain what an infant school is. So we're for children aged 4 to 7. You might also want to think about where we are. So our school is in Holbury. Okay, so just putting in words today, sorting out all your thoughts about our school so that when you come to do your writing, all your ideas are a little bit organised. What will make your plan a bit better is if you think about adjectives, or helps if I can write adjectives correctly. Adjectives, so think about words that you might use to describe them. So you might be able to think, oh, the playground. Now, is the playground fun? I don't know, well, we can play fun games on the playground, so maybe we want to might talk about the games we can play, and then we could use the adjective fun, okay? Think about what you want to do. Adjectives will lift it. you might want to use some of those conjunctions. So you might want to use because, when, so, if, but. Think about trying to use some of those to extend your ideas. Have a great Monday morning, and I'll see you this afternoon.